War is a topic of vital importance, a subject of inquiry that cannot be ignored. It is a matter of life and death. It can be a road to safety or to ruin.
In an alternate version of our world, brought to the brink of total collapse, rival nations fight for global domination, and elite pilots in futuristic combat suits wage war on the battlefield of tomorrow. Now, 6 brave soldiers on a seemingly routine rescue mission will encounter more than they bargained for and uncover a dangerous secret that could change their world if they live long enough to see it. MAVRICS Origins Volume 1.
Now on Indiegogo.
How cool was that? What's up, everybody? This is Phil from Zaid Comics. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a while since we did any, talking about books. We did an impromptu one, a few days ago, Monday or something, for Joe Ball on Death. Everybody check that out. But we're back. We've been fulfilling a lot, fulfilling Magic Cop. I think we only have like 20 packages to pack now. And that's been growing great, but it has been hindering the streaming. So I apologize, but it's good to be back. And of course, everybody, you guys can check out our stream every Monday nights for the Hardline show, which we do. We've been still doing that, but definitely want to get back into doing more promotion streams. So if this is the first time you're tuning in, we go for about a half hour just talking to some awesome creators about their project. And we got some awesome members in the chat right now. Muttman, what's up, brother? It's been a minute. Amanda B, what is up? El Gargoyle, of course, throwing that eggplant around. Creators Outlet, Bullet Ninja, what is up? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I tweeted this out, guys. Be sure to go on line and retweet this so people know that we're on here. We'll be on here for like a half hour talking about this kick-ass campaign. That trailer was insane, and we're gonna bring the creators in here to talk about this. Mr. Von Stugel is in the chat. Where's my $18? I don't know. You have to find out who owes you that money. Johnny Cage got Booty Juice in the chat. What's up, brother? Yes. What a great looking chat today. What a great looking chat. But without further ado, let's get into this and bring in NEFF and Freaker. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing, man?
Good. Tired, and been doing a lot of fulfillment, which you guys will have
fulfillment.
Yeah.
I dig the name,
right,
man.
That's right.
How exhausting is it?
It's so my brother and I work. We have a day job, right? We get off at like 6. So as soon as we get off work, we're fulfilling, until 1 a.m. or midnight or so. Okay. And then we'll wake up in the morning and label everything, and then usually take the books to the post office. But yeah, it's repetitive, and it is tiring, but it's all worth it, because once you see those pictures of people getting the books online, it's so cool.
This is the part of the process that people don't really get to see or appreciate. Because when you're on shows and stuff, and you're showing off the book, people get to see the love and attention you put into the artwork. When you talk about the story, they get all excited about that. But the fulfillment aspect, that happens behind closed doors, and the effort that goes into that, man, I imagine it's going to be insane. Kind of not looking forward to doing our own.
I wish there was a way to like stream that, but it's so like we have to pay attention to the fulfillment process so much and make sure
And
everything's
not show
packing.
people's addresses.
Yeah, not do that. But like just packing the books, where it's like, okay, this person needs this, this, and this, and then you got to double check it, then throw it in the box and stuff. So I saw Bancroft was doing, or he wasn't doing anything. Mel was doing all
the work,
the work behind him.
I have a feeling that's going to be a lot like what happens when we get there.
I'm gonna get a camera out and I'm gonna, make you pack things while I watch.
Yeah, that's okay. I have fulfillment all planned out in my head, so
covered. Yeah, and then Bancroft, or no, Malin and Mark Polton did like a signing stream, which was kind of cool, where they really didn't have to pay attention to much, just signing the book. So maybe that's something that we could do. But we just do everything on the fly. Like we'll get a ream of books, which it's like 10 books at a time, and then we'll sign them all. And then you got to wait for the ink to dry so nothing smudges or anything. And then but the signing process takes a really long time. Maybe it's better to just sign everything at once, because for waiting for that ink to dry, it just delays a lot of things. So
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, but you guys are doing your first project. This is awesome. Let me pull it up here, and I kind of want to get into how you got into doing a comic. And I believe you got onto the scene in the best way possible. You made yourself known. You were in the chats. You were talking about your project, doing super chats. I could tell you're a fan of comics because you're backing so many projects and seem really interested in this stuff, like a lot of us are. So how did you really get into crowdfunding, get into wanting to make a comic, and finally deciding on launching MAVRICS?
Well, I started off by just having a story to tell. Something that I really wanted to tell a story. I was in film school at the time. I came up with the idea for MAVRICS being sort of like a one-off movie with the potential for sequels, kind of like Pacific Rim. It's kind of a one-off movie, but you could always dive into the franchise a little deeper.
For sure.
The thing is, it was going to require a lot. I was considering doing it animated because we didn't have the budget for like crazy CGI, but animation's really expensive. And I was talking to my friend Garrett one day about the story that I wanted to tell that's underneath all of the fun action and excitement and the adventure. And he was really taken by it. And he said, you know what, why don't we do this as a comic? And it never dawned on me because I was in film school. I wasn't in comic book writing school.
Yeah.
I love comics. I've been reading comics for most of my life, intermittently. I'd follow a series for a while and then fall off. I have terrible, focus problems.
Yeah.
But Garrett is a artist. He went to art school, and he wanted to quit his job and focus on, more things that he could do with his art education. So we started looking at how we could make a comic book, and I was like, bro, there are, shows that I watch on YouTube. There are a lot of streamers that stream shows and people who record videos about this, thing that they're doing, all these indie comics. We could just go that route, go our own way from the mainstream and not try and find a publisher out there who would carry this book. Let's just start making it and see if we can get other people interested in it who want to read this book, because that's kind of a new thing in comics. It's finding your audience and them telling you what they want. And people either love what you're doing and they want to help you succeed because they think the project's really cool, or they're just, not interested, which is fine also. So I guess I started watching streams, and we put up our pre-launch page 6 months back, so that we had something to show people when we started talking about our book. But, I was kind of backing things and doing my research, collecting other people's projects and, promoting them and just trying to get the word out to grow an audience, as well as, people that we could work and network with. That's one of the reasons there's so many CG professionals on this campaign. It's because I look at their stuff and be like, dude, your artwork is insane. Do you want to come on and do a cover or a print or draw stickers or whatever? I love, the stuff that you've done in the past, you know, we got some cash. Do you want to job in here and, you know, be part of it? And so many people have given us such a positive response and wanted to get involved.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And that only happened because we started going to the chats more and, you know, networking with creators more.
And reading their books and
reading their
talking
books.
about their projects.
Yeah.
And
We started up a YouTube channel to have people on. And so I was backing for a while, collecting people's the books that they put out, the campaigns that they fulfilled. And it was all, you know, part of research too. Not only was I having fun, you know, reading their projects, talking to them, but I was also seeing what they were doing, you know, how they were ordering, where they were ordering from, how they were getting their packages out, what kind of add-ons and stretch goals they were offering, how they went about marketing the book, all of that. So, you know, we really just took it upon ourselves to get involved and to make our book work, and
For sure.
It's worked out well so far.
Yeah, this is this campaign. Yeah, I could tell just from looking at it, all the stuff you're putting in here. It is such a well-researched project. You know, you guys know your audience at this point. You know what they want, and you're giving them so many different options from some of the most beloved artists out there working right now, which is cool because it makes me feel like you're a big fan of everything going on and fan of these artists. And as a writer myself, that did a book like The Lost Pages, that's what that was. Like, without CG and without crowdfunding and without the response we got from our first Magic Cop, we wouldn't be able to we would not have been able to do The Lost Pages, because that is a slew of different artists, you know, and
yeah, it was a great anthology. We have it. Everything's kind of in disarray right now because we got our long boxes and we're starting to, like, you know, reorganize stuff and fix the back shelves. But yeah, we got the Lost Pages. I thought that the companion piece, the Tales of the Lost Pages, dude, that blew me out of the water. That was in my opinion, the companion was better than the regular book. You know what I mean? Like, that was phenomenal. Well, that was then there was Magic Cop 2, and now you got pre-launch for Silhouette. You know, I'm super psyched for that. I'm waiting for you to do a Masquerade book because that's my boy. I had you on the show where you wore the mask because I mean, like, your stuff is really fun too, and that's one of the great points about being in a community like CG is you get to see all the other stuff people are doing and go, oh, that's really neat. I kind of want to look into doing that for myself too. You know. And for our campaign, I think it was Amanda B. Might have been Bancroft. Someone, they said it's kind of like a who's who of CG artists. It was Amanda B. And we really appreciate that because we did make this Indiegogo campaign for you guys. All the secret prints, all the tongue-in-cheek lore and references and stuff. We listened to everybody. We listened to the chats. We found the stretch goals that would work. You know, we brought it all, you know. We pulled out all the stops for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We have a question from the chat here. Muttman asks, great looking trailer for Mavericks. Who did the animation and who did the voiceover?
So the female voiceover was Frequency Girl.
That's me.
And the male voiceover was a guy off of Fiverr. Muttman, we're on Twitter, so if you DM me directly, we can give you that info. Also, the animation was done. Frequency Girl takes care of most of the logistics. So, do you remember who did the animation?
His name is Jermon, and I found him through Freelancer. He's awesome. He's in Argentina, I believe.
And once again, our DMs are open. It's Global Frequency Studios. It's at the Global Freak with a Q. So, if you want to know that, like, and follow up on a lead, I can link you to all that information if you DM us. DMs are open.
Yes, super cool cinematic trailer. Love the animation. Now, how much art did you provide to the guy who was animating it, or did he?
We did a storyboard.
Oh, very cool.
We did a full-on storyboard of each shot breakdown. This is where my film school education came into play, because I can communicate, you know, with people doing animation. I cut the whole trailer together myself too. Like, very nice. You know, other than the animation, which I didn't do, the whole thing. The visuals that were put together, that was me. I did the syncopation with the scoring. I put the voice lines where the voice lines are. I adjusted everything. So like that.
So he also had to go in and recut the music because the animation wound up being like 2 seconds longer than we originally
There's a part at
anticipated.
the end where the drones come in
Yeah.
that was not originally put in by the animator. He decided to throw it in at the last minute, and I was like, this is really cool, except it throws off the music.
So
And
it
the
didn't sync
syncopation,
up
so it doesn't
anymore.
sync up. Like the punch doesn't sync up at the end,
Yeah.
and everything from that point, So what I had to do is I had to go back to find a part of the music that I could re-edit and loop because I didn't have time to compose filler for it.
Yeah.
So I literally went back and I found 16th notes that I could, put in to make a cadence that looped over that people wouldn't really notice. I notice it every time I see it. But yeah,
Well,
that
yeah,
was
that's
day
working
of,
on the
too.
fly.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
We did
awesome.
adapting, yeah.
Sure.
That was day of. The trailer almost didn't go up, but we made it work.
Yeah.
So yeah, we broke down a storyboard. We had an idea of what we wanted. We wanted the dropship sequence that's actually in the comic, with that, but also all the guns shooting and everything. And then I wanted Bigfoot to come in and make that punch. So we provided that to him.
And we also gave a whole bunch of turnarounds and other concept art and comic book pages. So
When
they
we
can
were
really
looking for the
see,
animator, we had to find someone who could kind of match our style because I didn't want to do an animation that was too far away from the art that we're providing or that we're doing in the book, because I didn't want to give you guys something that looks super cool and animated, and that's not what the comic book looks like. It's the same thing with a cover. You want your cover to not be too much farther out than what's in the book, with the art. So we had to go shopping, and we found that guy, and that guy's really good. We like him.
Yeah, he's great.
He actually worked on Gurren Lagann, so
Is that an
that was a
anime?
plus, yeah, it's an anime about giant robots.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. That's perfect. Yeah, let's get into some of the story and characters. My thing about comics is I love the characters and how they're different from one another and what the different things they could do. That's why I love the X-Men animated series, and just that team in general. So what are we looking
If
at?
you scroll down, I think we have the squad. Oh no, it's up. I'm sorry. We have the squad broken down by it's just their names and the Mavs right there.
Oh, yeah,
That they
nice.
have, and kind of the weapon systems, which gives you an idea of their role. You won't get any, personal biographical information from them or anything about their personality. You're gonna have to read the book to get that. But there's the team leader, Teresa Mayweather. Her call sign is Mother. She's kind of the all-rounder, cool under pressure, head of the squad. She calls the shots. To her right, you've got Hotshot. That's Hector Ramos. He runs dual Ocelot rotating cylinder cannons, which is a reference to Revolver Ocelot out of Metal Gear. And his Mav is a Marauder class, which is agile. It has really speedy skating and jumping capabilities, and that's why it uses smaller sized weapons. But the bore is still pretty big. It can fire explosive shells and stuff like that. Then you got Cold Shoulder. She's the sniper. Her name is Charlotte Hill. She's kind of a little bit of a Himidare. It's a character archetype where she's bitchy but likes to be treated like a princess. She verbally spars with the guy on her right, Jester. He's kind of the troll of the team. He makes the jokes, the sort of off-color references, and provides the heart and the humor to the squad. He cuts the tension whenever they're in rough situations. Both of them are. Yep.
He's the Mo Biggs of the team.
Yeah, pretty much. They both pilot Invader class Mavs, and they're lighter weight than the others. They're less armored, but they have all the tricks up their sleeves. So Charlotte's got a rail cannon, and she has EMP grappling hook, so that she can get up to high positions with her sniper rifle, and then rappel down, because these things don't fly. They just have really nice boosters.
Oh yeah, sure.
And chaff canisters, which prevent lock-on weapons from locking on, or they disable things. They're like little EMP grenades. And Yannick, he's the surveillance and radar guy. He covers all of the drones, so he's got all of these deployables that launch out of a grenade launcher on his shoulder, and they turn into little, flying drones, and he like watches everything that's going on and makes sure that things are on the up and up. Those things have like infrared and motion tracking and all sorts of really cool stuff.
Yeah,
think off the top of my head.
Thing that I love about this is it reminds me of like old PlayStation 2 games, where I don't remember what it was called, but I used to play one, and you'd have different classes,
specialists.
Yeah, sure, and we're able to do different things, and they look different. And I love games like that, and it's really cool to see all of these, big mechs that have different capabilities in one book, and it's just that trailer gets you so excited for it, seeing all those when
it's
they're
inspired.
flying.
There's a lot of mecha game inspiration there. One of the games that I used to play is Front Mission, and there were like brawler mechs and then like missile mechs, and like just like you said, everyone kind of had specialties. On the bottom, you've got Bigfoot. He's kind of a fan favorite right now too. He pilots the Devastator in the squad, has that big ballistic shield and a power fist and rockets and grenades, and his job is demolitions. Like literally, if there's a building in the way, he moves it. Or gets rid of it. Like in the book, Charlotte Hill needs a sniper lane, and she can't see through a particular area, and he takes care of that. And then you got Richard Harper, and he's heavy weapons. He's got the big old, Burt cannon, the GAU Gatling system, and a chainsword, which is really cool. Yeah, you gotta have a chainsword, right? You gotta have a chainsword.
I heard you guys talking about the chainsword on another stream. It sounds freaking awesome. That's cool. Bullet Ninja.
There are other characters too. There's like the antagonist, which we don't showcase on the campaign page because we kind of want to reveal bits and pieces of him as we go.
Nice.
You'll see him, in there, here and there. He's in the big red Mav that kind of looks like a samurai.
That's awesome.
Bullet Ninja. Yep. Armored Core also. A lot of different anime series. Yeah. There were there's a lot. There's actually a section on the campaign that kind of shows some of the inspirations of the TV shows, movies, and video games that kind of played a role in the development of this. But it's definitely mecha meets military action thriller, which is kind of one of my favorite genres. I mean, like Predator, but also things like Black Hawk Down. They're both in that vein of like military genre, because you're talking about soldiers on missions and stuff like that. But one is a thriller for one reason, they're being hunted by an invisible alien, and the other one, is based on a true story, and it's very dramatic. So I wanted to kind of capture both of those elements in a story about giant robots.
Yeah, no, that's kick-ass, man. Now, is this going to be a one-shot book, or do you plan on having it be a series?
When I was talking to Garrett, I realized that one of the reasons we should probably transition to doing a comic book is because I can't do this in one film. The story that I have to tell is a lot bigger than just a one-off. And if we're doing it sequentially, then we can do that. So Origins there's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Those two go together to provide the foundation and setup for the larger series, which is MAVRICS Evolution. And that's kind of where the story that I wanted to tell in the film unfolds, but then it keeps, going. There is a definitive arc to Evolution that's broken up into acts, and after that there could be more. I wouldn't mind like licensing it off to people who have really cool ideas about what they want to see done in the world and being like, yeah, let's do a thing. But right now we've definitely got another book as part of Origins, and then you've got Evolution to look forward to. So MAVRICS will be around for a while.
Very cool, man. That's exciting to hear, because people, they want to get invested in something, and now they know that there's going to be more. More to come.
There's going to be a whole lot more. We got lots more tricks up our sleeves too, as far as like treats and rewards and goodies that you're going to get on future campaigns. We're going to invest more of our time, effort, and creativity into bringing you exciting stuff that kind of pushes the envelope and what can be offered in crowdfunding.
See, we got Bristolian Dave in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Bristolian Dave?
Holly is here.
Hey, Oliver.
Yesterday's Fool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Ichthyus is here too. What's up?
Hey, Ichthy, what's up?
Always great to see people in the chat. If you guys haven't, please hit that like button and check out this campaign. The link is in the description below. If any mods are in the chat, drop that link for sure. And yeah, I just love this piece. Is this an interior page?
That is a combat collage. So that's a bunch of different things that we put together specifically for the promotional material.
Awesome.
It is a reference to things that happen in the book.
Yeah.
You will see Cold Shoulder in a building shooting a sniper rifle. You will see Bigfoot punch something. You will see Mother put out her her energy, like her electro blade. You know, a shock knife is what I call it. You will see, you know, Ripper unloading on something and Hot Shot, you know, skating around shooting things too with really awesome sound effects. But you won't actually see those specific
You won't
images.
see that collage itself.
That's not actually a page specifically. We did that for promotional purposes, and we had Garrett drawing these things on Flatting and Chatting, which is the show that we do.
Yeah.
So people will recognize, oh, I saw Garrett drawing that. Yeah, you did. You know, it was for this.
Yeah, no, this is so cool. It's like a montage, right? And
that's exactly what it is.
I love this, just the poses of these guys. This Hot Shot down here looks so cool.
Yep. He like whips around in the trailer. He skates around the outside and does a little hockey stop with his guns. He's, you know, they're all, in my opinion, they're a lot of fun. Yeah. Each character has its own thing, and it's a lot of fun to write for them and then see how Garrett comes up with a way to express that visually. And I'm always super happy when he does, because he does some really good dynamic action.
Let's see. Creators Outlet says, I'm on Mavericks for the long haul. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Creators Outlet. We're glad to have you with us.
There you go. And yeah, let's get into the stuff you're offering, because there's a ton. So if you guys are out there, there's going to be something for you on this campaign, whether it be different covers or little knickknacks, stuff like that. And I want to go over these bad boys, which are the covers, right?
So we've got the digital tier and a physical tier that provides the basics, including the digital tier. That comes with a bookmark and a print. And then the one tier up from that will get you one of the variant covers. So there's 5 tiers called Spare Magazine. Get it? It's a spare anyway.
Yeah.
And you can, there's one for each cover. So if you wanted like the Preston Acevedo, you'd back the $50 tier that gets you the Preston Acevedo cover, the base book, the digital download, the Mike McMahon print, the bookmark, and the special active duty Ashcan anthology that we put together for you guys, because you told me you wanted another book with your book, so we gave you more books.
And you'll also get a 5x7 metal print of the Virgin cover art.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, so that's what this is right here, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the print. So we've got A for Acevedo, B for Ball, so that's a Joe Ball cover, C for Joe Catapano, and then of course,
look at that.
Yeah, that one's a favorite on the campaign right now. He did a really good job with that. The composition was a lot of fun to approve.
Yeah.
He had 6 different comps that he provided. He's like, which one do you like? I was like, I like the one with the head. I like the angle on it. It's really good. Then Rob Willis kind of breaks the pattern with the D.
Damn it, Rob.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's D. Damn it. Then Shelby comes in with E, and I love how each one kind of features a different character. So you got Jester, then you've got Bigfoot, Cold Shoulder. You got a sort of a collage from Joe Ball, and then you've got Preston doing Mother. Then the Active Duty Ashcan Anthology is 3 stories from guest artists and writers who came on to provide additional story material. We got Lee Byron Carver, also known as Kemosabe, the man with the plan from the land down under, and he's doing a backup with John Dillard, who did The Buckler.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like I said, it's a who's who, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We got people coming in. Joe did the art for a backup that I wrote.
Joe Catapano.
Joe Catapano did a backup for what I wrote. And then we've got Travis Gibb, who's doing a 4-pager in the beginning of the book. So not a lot of people may know him, but he did work with Luke Stone on Voodoo Nations.
Yeah, he's a novelist, right?
Yeah. And
definitely.
one step up from that, from the $50 tier, which gets you, a different cover, and the Ashcan anthology, is the fully loaded campaign box. In my opinion, this is the best value. It's the basic cover, all 5 variants, all 5 mini prints, plus a exclusive to this tier double-sided cover. Wraparound cover inspired by X-Men #1. So you got Cyclops on the front shooting that optic blast. You got Wolverine with the claws. Well, we did Ripper with the chain gun. And
that was
Hotshot with the 2 pistols.
That was done by Pal Rodricks.
Pal Rodricks from Perfect
10. By Carlos Marino.
And Carlos did the colors on Dixie Rose, right?
No. He did Justice City Chronicles.
Justice City Chronicles with Anthony Figueroa, right? And then that's got the Ashcan anthology included as well. And the last thing that's really super cool is that dog tag, and the dog tag has a special feature. It says MAVRICS on one side. That's not the special feature. On the other, it has a QR code, and if you scan the QR code, that'll take you to the campaign page for Volume 1 on our website that's currently being developed for you guys. Once the campaign is over, we're going to have a permanent home for everything MAVRICS at mavrics.com. And
that's super smart.
You're going to have a pilot roster for every book that we do. So you're going to be an enlisted member of Norca. So when you scan that, you'll get to create your own profile. We'll do a head sketch of you or someone that you want to create. You'll get a call sign. We'll do
awesome.
An insignia for you, and you'll basically get to tell us what you want on your mech, and then we'll color up your mech and do it just like what we have for the characters on this page. You'll get one of those.
Yeah,
that's so cool. That reminds me, when I was a kid, they'd have a new movie coming out, and you'd go to the website of the movie, like the X-Men movie was coming out, and then you'd sign up or whatever, and it would give you a random, or you get to choose your power or whatever. I love and miss stuff like that from when I was a kid. So that's really cool that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, your backer number will correspond to your squad number. So
that's so fun, man.
And there's one other thing in the fully loaded campaign
box.
The box. No, besides that, you'll also get every single one of the special classified documents, the intel that we've released on different live streams. There's the Bogan's Bombardment that we did on Bancroft, and the Valkyrie flight on Red Valkyrie.
Yeah,
we've done 6 so far, with 4 more to go.
As we declassify them during the campaign, we decided to do this thing to make it exciting so people could continue to follow along and pay attention to us while we campaign. So I thought that was a pretty smart idea, if I do say so myself. But we got prints that are all classified, and we declassify them as we go, making a special tier reward available for 24 hours for backers using a special link that we post during a live stream, which is a mission briefing for the campaign. And we also, of course, post it on Twitter and shout it out so people don't miss it. But you only have 24 hours to use that link to back any of the physical tiers to get that print. However, if you get the campaign box, you will get all 10 declassified prints,
no matter what,
regardless. So you don't have to worry about being Johnny on the spot or backing multiple times
or
anything like that. And then, of course, there's the merch tier, because we had to do a merch tier. You did, cups, and you did a wall scroll, and you did shirts and stuff. So that's one of the things that really excites me about crowdfunding, is that it's an experience. Not only are you part of the creative process, you get to know the creator and get to participate in watching the thing come to life, but you get all sorts of swag that you don't get at the comic book shop. You know what I mean? You go in and get all these goodies with your book when you buy it. We used to get polybagged comics, a long time ago, that would either have a poster in them or something extra or a fold out cover or something neat like that. We don't really see that as much anymore. But the merch tier has the lunchbox. Right there. It has the travel mug. It has a flash drive that has a bunch of secret intel that's on there in PDF form. So if you want extra background lore, there's background
really
lore.
Fun, man. That's so cool.
That'll give you setting information. You'll be more in the know by the time you get through that for volume 2 than the average reader. I'm sure there will be spoilers, which is fine by me, but it's all the digital information that we're probably not going to publish. There's like secret mission briefings and like reports from things too that we did in Photoshop. It's a lot of fun. And then there's I think it's 4 inches, 4-inch resin figure, 3D printed figure that we're offering. And there is a neoprene playmat, so it can be used for card games like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon
Nice.
Yu-Gi-Oh, or as a keyboard mat. And it's really nice, thin neoprene, and it actually serves, like when it's rolled up, to protect everything that we ship in the lunchbox in a box. So that's only $45. You can get all that really cool stuff.
Damn.
So that you can get that and the campaign box for under $200, because I was told that was like the max people were willing to spend. So that's everything on the campaign if you pair the two together.
No, man, that's so cool. I really love the resin little figure guide. It's something I'm trying to look into doing with some Lost Pages characters. I think that would be so fun with 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, Crimstone would be badass, man. I would love like a big punching Crimstone figure. Oh, it'd be great.
That would be so cool. Yeah, I'm huge. Like, I love statues and I love that kind of stuff so much. So I would love to get there at some point.
Then you can get these as add-ons. The merch pack is an add-on, so you can add it on anywhere. It's not done as a tier because we would have to ship it with the book, and that's bad. You don't do the two together.
Because our book is 9 by 12.
It's not. Yeah, it's 9 by 12.
So
It's not regular sized.
to make sure everything got there safely, the
It's
merch
also-
tier is shipped separately.
It's also perfect bounds. You're getting a nice spine on there.
Yes.
You can get the Ashcan Anthology or any of the spare mags done as a backup mag, but that won't come with the metal print. The metal print's only available in the spare magazine tier. And then the last thing that's, I guess, special about the campaign, other than the really cool t-shirt, which has the print for the sticker that you'll get. It's the
If you sign up for the
exclusive
pre-launch.
sign-up list sticker. So if you were on the mailing list when we launched the campaign and you backed a physical tier, you'll get the sticker. Last thing to mention is that we did a stretch goal every $1,000, and we made it funded at $500. So the first, $1,000 threshold, we started giving stretch goals. So we've unlocked 14 stretch goals so far for you guys?
On our way to 15.
Yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
so it's all fun stuff like pins, patches, stickers, the battle standees, which I thought was a cool idea because I'd seen a
Those
lot
are
of
so
people
cool.
do standees before, but I wanted a little battle scene that I could arrange. Honestly, half this stuff is for me.
It's like, what are the
Yeah,
things
That's
that-
just because I want it.
I
Yeah, we did a piece of merch and then a print every other stretch goal. So you'll see here, and this is kind of where it becomes a who's who of CG, because you get all of these artists working together on these prints. We hired over 30 CG artists, not even including the color. Like everybody. There's usually 2 pieces per print. There's Mike McMahon, who did US Assassin with Mark. They just launched. They're doing really great. There's Brian Shear's Gunship Thunder Punch.
You got Maxi and Steve.
Maxi Dallo. If you go in on
Yeah.
that's you got Mother in the foreground, arm wrestling Jack Irons. So it is a crossover print. That's one of the other things is
It's being colored right now.
if people were willing, I was interested in bringing their stuff into my campaign too. So it's like a little bit promotional, but also it's just I love the books that you guys put out, and I really wanted to kind of pay homage to that by doing crossovers.
Speaking of crossovers, once Hex launches Nephilim Squadron, if you back his campaign and our campaign, you will get this really awesome print.
It's called GlavMav. It's his Nephilim Squadron fighters and our Mavs underneath, and it's done by King Salmon.
That's so cool.
Which is really pretty.
Yeah, we did
Bullet
something.
Ninja. We're trying to get to 20K because trading
what we call
cards
it.
unlock soon. We got 6 trading cards for you, unlocking
16K.
at 16. Pop socket for your phone. But once we hit 20, we unlock the secret character. And in my opinion, that's like the capstone for the campaign, even though the real capstone is an animated short. The secret character will get you his Standy, his sticker, and his trading card as well. So like he kind of completes the other earlier tiers so that you get, everything all together. Yeah,
Dude, that's
damn
awesome.
the flash drive. I know. You need the flash drive. It's almost like someone stuck it in the merch tier on purpose to incentivize you getting that.
And we're also giving away books to a charity called Operation Gratitude. So for every 10 backers we have, because we hit 10K, we're giving 2 books away. So right now we're donating 40 books to Operation Gratitude.
Which is a
Nice.
charity for first responders, active military personnel, and veterans.
That's so sick, guys.
It goes, like I said, the military theme's important to me.
I love seeing the crossover stuff. Maxie and Steve, I love these guys. They work for me on a bunch of stuff. Maxie did the silhouette, and he'll be reprising the role of the illustrator for the second
Sounds
plot
dope.
page, the silhouette. And then Steve, he actually did all the colors for Grimstone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Including that poster behind me. So that's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So they work great together.
They do.
They're
I think they
great.
also do Jack together too.
Yeah.
We've been super lucky.
That's right.
It's really
Stole
cool to
them
see
from, so.
teams, teams that coalesce and form because they work well, and you start getting, I guess you start anticipating or like expecting their work to be at a certain level, and it's fun to see that kind of stuff happen for these indie creators who get a rep. Like you and your brother have a rep. We expect a certain level of quality from you. We expect a certain level of fun, art, and storytelling, and it's cool because like as you gain exposure, as you gain, I guess, notoriety, some people would say, you gain that reputation and you get known by people, and I just think that's really awesome that people get to do that in indie comics.
Yeah. No, yeah. We're just having a blast over here. It's awesome. We got I think this is Shane Mess, creator of the Mothman. What's up, brother? He says,
Hey.
Something new, play mats. Now I know what the Zayd boys are going to copy of. Oh.
Actually, if you check out Goblin Girl, Dan Plagle did one of those booby mouse pads.
Oh my
so
God.
you'll be seeing some innovative stuff coming along, man. I honestly think plushies might be the next big thing, along with 3D printed minis, because everyone's stepping it up. Ethan did, the action figures, and that kind of like set an entirely new bar for what we're doing. So every time you see these campaigns come out, you see the stretch goals and the add-ons and stuff just kind of kicking it up a notch, and that's also really exciting for me because we're in competition with each other, but we're not in a competition to exclude each other. Steel sharpens steel, so we're all trying to make it better for each other and encourage each other to do well, because then the backers win. That's the whole point of capitalism. Backers just get better and better stuff the more innovative we get. These are all the crossover prints that we've declassified for a time during the campaign. So this is all the mission briefings that you guys have seen. They're all crossover stuff or like lore,
Yeah. Eric said the silhouette would be awesome. I think
it would be. We didn't think that the silhouette and the Mavs quite fit in together yet.
I agree.
And you guys were dumb busy with everything. So were the Bartons. So I asked a lot of people. I opened it up. I said, hey, if you guys want in, if you've got like time to do a print for us, that'd be really cool. And hey, if you want to like do a crossover, that would be awesome. There are so many fantastic creators, like literally hundreds who have crowdfunded on Indiegogo, hundreds of creators in CG. Yeah. So it's impossible to ask all of them. We kind of focused on who we thought would be, who had IP that would mix well with ours, or people whose art we just thought, would absolutely enhance the campaign. Like the Matt Barr print that's coming up next. I would have loved to do some stuff with the soldiers in the book, because once again, like Richard C. Meyer he does all sorts of military stuff too. But
for sure.
You can't get everyone the first time around, right?
So Amanda B asks, is there a way to get prints of the covers without getting the covers? Like, so prints of the other covers?
You guys want a stretch goal where we print covers that might mess up the weight? Check the weight.
Well, we should be okay with that, because I had thought that we were doing that, so I may have already
So the answer
included
is
that in there.
So the answer is yes. You won't have to pay for it.
As a stretch goal. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll just, if that's what you want, we'll give you what you want. You know, like the metal prints, that's something that we have to actually invest money into making.
Yeah,
Phoenix,
those will
Phoenix
add
gives
weight.
you a deal, but metal prints aren't cheap. They're like $5 minimum. I
It's
think.
also the weight too.
and the
with metal
weight
prints
and the weight
that-
messes with the boxes.
But adding in the paper
A4s,
prints.
yeah, A4 paper prints, even like nice thick stock shouldn't
Right.
mess up the weight too much. And there's only 5 of the variant covers. Unfortunately for you guys, we are running on Kickstarter also. I did consider canceling the Kickstarter campaign with everything that's kind of been flying around. It was disappointing and disheartening, but Frequency Girl was like,
Yeah,
nope,
I said no
you
because
can't.
we had already invested.
And not just that, we know we
in
have
that,
people on
and-
Kickstarter who want
yeah.
to back the campaign and are waiting for it to go to Kickstarter. And there are variant covers that we did that are available over there. None of these covers that we did for the Indiegogo campaign are going to be available on the Kickstarter campaign.
Except
wow.
for the main cover.
Except for the main
because
cover.
we had talked to everybody about that and said, well, should we do a different main cover? And everyone said no, because then it just feels like another variant. So to keep your main cover
That's the
same on
thing.
both.
You guys have been immensely helpful.
Yeah.
You literally tell us what you want, so like, we can give it to you, and we know you'll want it and buy it.
Right.
Like, it's the only industry that I've been in so far where you can literally connect with the audience and say, "Hey, what do you want me to sell you?"
Yeah.
'Cause I'll do that.
The direct feedback is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been immensely important to me. Like, honestly, that Ashcan anthology would not exist without Amanda B., Danger Vanessa, Leroy, George, and the rest of the chat going, we want another book. If we're going to back a variant cover, we
want something
want
extra,
another
something
book.
more.
So I was like, all right, we'll take the backups that we were going to put in the main book, and we'll just make another book, and I'll write a new story. And, hey,
Yeah.
Joe, you want to draw it?
Yeah, because
And
originally we had a backup for Kickstarter and
And a
we were
backup
doing
for
a backup
Indiegogo.
for Indiegogo.
And I was like, why print 2 different books? That feels wasteful when we could do a separate book.
Right, if we're going to do
with
2 different
everything in
books, it may as well be its own complete separate book.
Right, that has its own cover and everything.
So-
So we are doing 5 variants on the Kickstarter that aren't available on Indiegogo. And I don't know, what do you think? Should we make the variant cover prints available? I don't know. Amanda,
We'll have to talk about
weigh in with us on Twitter or something. We'll ask, because I really like all of our covers. I think prints of them would be really cool.
Yeah, they're awesome.
We just unveiled a J. Kwong Park variant cover print that we're giving away on Sunday because we passed 200 backers. So that's one of
Nice.
the covers that's going to be available on the Kickstarter campaign by J. Kwong Park.
But you could win that.
But you could
print
win it as a
if
as a
you're
metal
backed Mavericks
5x7
on
print.
Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you back by Sunday, you're in a chance to win that. But that's
Perfect.
a cover that's available over there. So
Who did the colors for this Joe Ball cover?
Marcos
Martin. Now, Marcos does a great job coloring Joe. He did
Yeah.
the colors on Testament by Chimera, and he really makes the lines, because Joe is really intense with his cross hatching and his
For sure.
inks too, and you don't want to smother the lines that he does, which can be kind of a challenge for everyone. I don't think Garrett could do it, but Marcos, man, he manages to really pull the line weight out, and just the detail out with color.
Yeah, he's
so we're
been great.
impressed.
He's colored a few pieces for us, and it's just been fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Preston and Joe did their own colors, but the Rob Willis cover was colored by Matt Yackey. And
Oh,
Sheldon
wow.
did his own colors also.
Yeah,
Matt Yackey's done a
Yeah,
bunch
Matt
on the
Yackey has also
campaign.
done a bunch for us too.
He's kind of one of our go-tos.
I'd say we've been leaning heavily on Marcos and Matt.
Guys, we have another print. We need colored. Would you help?
Yeah, Matt also did the print that comes with the
Mike
base
McMahon.
tier, the Mike McMahon print. Matt colored.
Nice.
That's actually a what do they call it when the two
Side-by-sides,
go?
half and
Yeah,
half.
side by side print or a mosaic print. I don't remember what you
Oh,
call
nice.
it, but
That's awesome.
you get one half on the Indiegogo campaign, and if you do back the Kickstarter, you get the other half. They work separately, but you can put them side by side, and they make a full squad picture.
This is awesome, guys. You guys, if you're in the chat, please hit that like button and head on over to the Mavericks page. Explore it. There's a lot to explore, a bunch going on here. And you guys really put together a campaign that has something for everyone, I would say.
One last thing I want to mention. If you back by Sunday to potentially win that print, regardless if you're an international backer or even a digital backer, we're going to send it to you because we're going to cover the shipping.
Yeah.
So even if you just back the digital tier,
You could win.
you could win the physical print that's coming out on Sunday that we're giving away.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. I love like little giveaways and contests and stuff like that. We're doing something with our mailing list for the Lost pages. If you guys sign up for that, we're doing original
Already
art
there, bro. Already there.
Yeah, so we got stuff like that, and I love that aspect because you get that, like you said, that's the direct feedback from people in the chat that are actually the ones that are investing in these stories. So it's the reason we do it, is to make our audience happy, and you guys are definitely killing it over here with this campaign. It's one of the foremost campaigns in really researching the audience and these other projects and putting everything that you've learned over the last year into a book and into a campaign for the backers.
Yep. You nailed it, man. That's what we wanted to do.
I give you guys props for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
But it's worth it.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like you guys said earlier, it's campaigning, it's creating this thing, campaigning, going on streams and stuff like that. And then fulfillment is a whole nother beast, shipping stuff out. And then I'm at the point where it's like rinse and repeat,
Yeah, you've done quite a few. You've done at least 3 now that I know of.
And we're ramping up to the 4th one. So it's going to be crazy. There's no sleep time. So
Who needs sleep?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah. Bolt Ninja says customers telling you what they'd like to buy. Bunch of jerks.
Bunch of jerks. Yeah, right? Like, come on. Well, that's on us to see what we can do to deliver it too. Because I mean, the more we do, the more we focus on bringing to the market the things that the people who make up the market want to buy, the more the major industry studios have to account for. It's like, well, we're doing it. Why can't you? Well, we've taken the step to go the extra mile. Why haven't you? People say it's a customer service job. It is
100%.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Anything commercial is a customer service industry. You're in that business because you're satisfying your customers.
Right.
So maybe
You
we should all
wouldn't
take
have
responsible.
a business without them.
Maybe we should all be responsible for what we make.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Well, guys, it's been we went over a little bit today, but it was
Sorry,
awesome
man.
talking to you. No, I had a great time.
We did
And
too.
let people know where they could find you and anything else you'd like to say before we take off here.
You can find us on Twitter at The Global Freak with a Q.
And on YouTube at Global Frequency Studios, or you can go on our link tree, which is Global Frequency Studios, and it has everything there. So.
Yep. Or send us a message on the campaign.
Yep.
Right?
Kick ass. Yeah, everybody go over and sub to their channel. It's an awesome YouTube channel. They do great interviews, better interviews than I do over here. And they always have amazing questions and stuff. So check them out. It's a great way to stay connected in the CG network and to see what new projects are coming out because they always have everybody on. So check that out. And then, like and sub to this channel. We're almost at 800 subs, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you guys so
nice.
much. We're trying to hit 1K before the end of the year. We'll see if it can happen. I got Starlight Cats the other day, so
Nice.
I might be doing an unboxing or something like that. But check out Magic Cup. We're shipping. The Magic Cups are going out. Everybody's digging them. And then also sign up for the Lost pages too. It's going to be a super fun book. Lots of action. It's going to focus on the silhouettes. Crazy art. If you guys love the art from the previous book, we got some insane stuff going on. And if you missed the first Lost Pages book, we're going to have a new reprint cover.
Ooh.
So for those of you guys that
tier
moved out,
with a new cover. Smart. So that people who back the old cover don't feel like you're just reprinting it. People can still get the book with a variant cover. That's very, very smart.
Yeah, this is going to be I'm trying to look for it because I haven't shown it off yet. And I might do a little, so here it is, a little sneak peek. The colors are already done, but I'll show it off in the black and white stage because this is insane. I mean, our previous, of course, Simon Bisley did the first book cover, but this one, I think it holds up next to it. This is just the black and white inks. Check it out.
Oh, dude.
Wow. Make it big.
Check
dude, those are great lines.
Yeah. You got the
A lot of
hobo,
room for color, but the
That's
inks are nice. Yeah, those are
everybody
nice
jumping
lines.
out of the book.
Boy.
So this is an exclusive, guys. The first time I'm showing it off. It's awesome. It's drawn by Daniel Dahl, aka Booty Juice, who was in here earlier.
Booty juice.
And he just killed it. So you guys are not going to want to miss out on this.
The motion lines that you're going to be giving those sword thrusts from the Masquerade to differentiate each one. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. That cover is going to be so dope colored.
Yes, and we're thinking about making it into a poster as well. So if you guys back
I think you should. Yeah.
The second book in the ash can, it'll come with the foldable poster. So everybody sign up. We're going to be launching in a few weeks. We just have to settle some things, get a kick-ass trailer out there, and we'll be running with more Lost Pages, more Silhouette. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Let's do a little thing here.